Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Nelson Havi is vying for the Member of Parliament of Westlands constituency in Nairobi County on UDA ticket. And in this campaign, as a team, what many expected, and even UDA party leader and the entire UDA fraternity, is that Havi is going to work as a team with UDA party to make sure that they are delivering Nairobi to the UDA and William Samoei Ruto by gaining as many as possible elective seats within Nairobi County. Besides that, of course, you also advocate for UDA party across the entire country, making sure that they are gaining enough numbers. But there are two tweets Nelson Havi did, which seemingly could be suggesting that Nelson Havi is campaigning for the ODM candidates in Nairobi County. Besides that, Nelson Havi is also advocating for a number of leaders within ODM party to be elected in their specific constituencies and the counties. That is causing panic to William Samoei Ruto. This is what he shared. We just want to go through it. Because the first thing Nelson Havi did, there is a photo he shared of Jubilee Party, and this is what he said. Not Jubilee Party, of Polycarp Igathe and his running mate. Polycarp Igathe does it again. He has delivered newspaper to my home. Beside this, there is another one he also tweeted, and this is what he said about it. Just a minute. 5 people in ODM I pray for and support in this election. Number 1, James Orengo. Number 2, Tom Ojenda. Number 3, Millie Odhiambo. Number 4, Evans Kidero. Though tunajua Evans Kidero hayuko kwa ODM. I think is on an independent aman. Huyo hayuko kwa ODM. And number 5, lastly, is Robert Alai. Leadership is about values and competence. Nelson Havi. Values and competence. Those are ODM candidates. So that is the kind of situation with Nelson Havi. So the question people are asking today, why is Nelson Havi campaigning for the ODM candidates and not supporting the UDA candidate where he happened to be as member of UDA party? That is the question we also want to try and answer here. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you are not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that another time, once we release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our videos to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, the newspaper and the front photo of Polycarp Igathe with his running mate that was shared by Nelson Havi came merely a few days after Polycarp Igathe faced off with Senator Johnson Sakaja in the Nairobi gubernatorial debate. What message is Nelson Havi sending to Johnson Sakaja? And what is he passing to the UDA party and the people of Nairobi at large? Remember, Nelson Havi is doing this, but he still understands that ODM party has failed unable candidates whom he cannot defeat in Westlands constituents. Team 1-1. So there's no favor he's getting from ODM, but he's doing this. Number 1, Nelson Havi is telling Johnson Sakaja that he has a candidate that is supporting Nairobi. That candidate is not a UDA candidate. That candidate is the Azimio candidate, Polycarp Igathe. So in this election, Nelson Havi is making it clear he is not with Johnson Sakaja. The only thing he has not done is to tell us the reason why he's not with Johnson Sakaja. But what he has communicated through the photo he has shared is that he is not supporting Johnson Sakaja. And what could be the reason why Nelson Havi is not supporting Johnson Sakaja here? Now, we understand that in Westlands constituency, lawyers are many. For that matter, they determine who becomes the member of parliament. Nelson Havi knows that Tim Wanyonyi has been there and he has a grip of the lawyer community. They have been supporting him, and definitely in this election, they are going to vote with him. Of course, Nairobi is cosmopolitan. Still, the presence of other communities within Nairobi, within Westlands constituency, are there. Therefore, maybe what Nelson Havi is trying to do is to appeal to the Kikuyu community, those few who are staying in Westlands, to vote for him, because number one, he is supporting one of their own just by sharing a Polycarp Igathe photo. So that the constituency is appealing to. And he knows that those are the people who mainly could be supporting William Ruto. And because of that, possibility of them voting for him is there. So he just wants to appease them by sharing out the photo of Polycarp Igathe. Because remember, even if Polycarp Igathe reached to him and gave him the paper, he had a right to receive and not to share. But by sharing, it means it's appealing to the Kikuyu nation within Westlands constituency. Number two, he's also appealing to the Kamba nation. Polycarp Igathe running mate is a Kamba. And therefore, there could be some presence of Kamba community staying in Westlands constituency. So that is the constituency, the Kamba constituency, that Nelson Havi is trying to reach out to just by sharing this photo of these two individuals. So when they see this, they will feel that Nelson Havi has no problem with one of us. So Kambas can be excited and decide to vote for Nelson Havi in Westlands constituency. So that's number one. Secondly, beside appealing to the Kamba and Kikuyu community, Nelson Havi is telling Raila Odinga supporters that he has no problem with Raila Odinga's candidates within Nairobi. And because of this, some people can be overexcited that Nelson Havi, despite being in UDA, is supporting our candidates here. Therefore, they can decide to vote for him. Labda kama kuna Wakisi, and kuna the Luo, and other people who are just supporting Raila Odinga. They can have a second thought when they reach to the ballot. And they can, want to compromise and vote for Nelson Havi, because they will see Nelson Havi is a harmless individual around Raila Amolo Odinga, because he has no problem with our candidates within Nairobi, because these are the people the Raila Odinga supporters are expected to vote for. So to that extent, Polycarp Igathe is looking into that constituency. Why these other individuals? Because he's talking about James Orengo. He's talking about Robert Alai. He's talking about Millie Odhiambo. He's talking about Evans Kidero. All of this team has been around Raila Amolo Odinga. What Polycarp Igathe is communicating, in my own view, is indirectly supporting Raila Odinga. When you are endorsing these people, you are simply endorsing Raila Amolo Odinga. So in one way or another, Nelson Havi is indirectly endorsing Raila Odinga in this election. He is in William Ruto's party, but he is happy with ODM candidates. So you are happy with Raila Odinga. And because of that, Nelson Havi want to tap into the blessings of the supporters of Raila Odinga. He want to make them soften their heart towards him. That in as much my party leader is behaving like a threat and an enemy to Raila Odinga, for Nelson Havi as an individual, he has no problem with Raila Odinga. Because after all, he is comfortable with some of the candidates ODM party has sponsored on ballot. And number 5, Nelson Havi is simply telling Kenyans at large that in as much as with William Ruto, his heart is in Azimio. He don't believe in William Ruto leadership, but he believes in Raila Odinga leadership. He don't trust in the leadership of Rigathi Gachagua, but he trusts in Martha Karua leadership. That's another message Nelson Havi is sending out. Otherwise, if his party leader was okay, and they believe in him, then he could have not gone to an extent of sharing out this information. Because sharing this means you are causing an injury to your party leader candidature. And that's exactly what Nelson Havi is doing here. And lastly, because Havi now, they are moving in Nairobi as a team. That's what needs to happen. Like if you look at Polycarp Igathe, he's moving with all candidates running for Member of Parliament and MCA within Nairobi. Wakuwe ni wa ODM, wakuwe ni wa Jubilee, wakuwe na wa Wiper. He's moving with them as a team. Same thing is expected in UDA party. Sakaja should be leading the UDA and the Kenya Kwanza team within Nairobi. All people running for MCA, all running for Member of Parliament, Senator, Woman Rep. That's how they need to move. So is Nelson Havi proving a point that Johnson Sakaja is failing to bring them together? Is he proving a point that Sakaja has failed to bring them together, and because of that, he has decided to support the opponent to Sakaja? It could be true. And lastly, Nelson Havi is telling the people of Nairobi, don't vote for Sakaja, vote for Polycarp Igathe. That means he don't believe in Sakaja leadership, but he trusts Polycarp Igathe leadership. That's my view. I don't know what to think about this, but let us meet in the comment section to have a coordination of this conversation so that I can also read your mind. Otherwise, thank you so much for listening to me up to this far. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.